he's at?
Fuck yeah. All right, real quick. Do y'all want to hear the story I was going to tell when the theme was drive or when the theme was love hurts? I figured. I'm so sorry to the high schoolers. Holy shit, here we go. So, a while ago, I was at this dinner party, and we were having a political conversation, and a guy turns to me and he says, "Isn't that policy so Machiavellian?" Which, I don't actually know what that means. But I was like, yeah, just to go with the flow. Does anyone else do that? I don't know why I do, but I know I started doing it while dating. And, last time I was dating, there was no iPhone. And now after this brutal divorce, I can only meet people on apps, and I'm terrible at it. So I do anything to help myself out that I can. Like the first lady I matched with on Bumble, she messaged me, which women don't have to do on Bumble, and she said, "Ew, I didn't mean to swipe on you," and then unmatched me. Right? So, yeah, I didn't lie, but I started letting people see what they wanted to see with me to increase my chances. Like, one lady, we're having a good chat, and it gets a little, how those things go, and she asks me, "Are you a unicorn?" And I don't know what that means. But I say yes, just to go with the flow. And then the next text was a picture of her husband's wiener. Not a unicorn. I was wildly unsuccessful on these apps. And so my birthday, I'm drinking way too much alone when I get a text from Nicole on Tinder. And she texts me WYD, which literally is an initialism for what you doing. Found out later, it's, So I text her back, I'm like, "I'm drinking." She's like, "Oh, which bar?" I tell her. She's like, "I live right by there." I'm like, "We should come out sometime." She's like, "Or you can close out and get over to my apartment right now." Yeah, right? Dude, I was over there like the Roadrunner from... and then we're hanging out, and she's like way out of my league, and... we're talking, and she's smart, and she's funny, and she thinks I'm smart and funny, and it's, fantastic. And then we're up in her bedroom doing what people do sometimes on Tinder dates, and she leans in at one point and asks me, "Hey, are you into pegging?" Which I don't know what that means. But I say yes, just to go with the flow. And she gets all excited, she jumps up, she grabs like 2 things of lingerie, and she's like, "Which one do you like?" And I'm like, "Normally, girl, it's your body, your choice, but that black one." And so she tosses it down on the bed, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna go change in the bathroom, you get changed out here." And she goes in the bathroom, closes the door, and this is the first time since I got divorced that, I'm doing anything like this. And so I start to overthink it. I'm like, what did she mean get changed? Like, do I take all my clothes off? Like, do I get on top of the blankets? No, that's too forward. Do I get in her bed? Like, no, that's where she sleeps. And I'm just overthinking it. And then I realize, like, oh, she left the lingerie on the bed. Like, she's probably feeling like an idiot. So I grab it to go give it to her. And the door opens, and yeah, she changed. And I don't know if it was like a Clark Kent, like she took her glasses off, or it was the giant purple, "Did you not like the lingerie?"
What?
Oh. And I start to figure out what's happening there, and she could see the confusion on my face, and she's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I didn't know what pegging was. I don't know why I said yes." And she laughs, and she sits down, and she's like, she asked me this question that's the most difficult question I've ever been asked. "Why did you say yes if you didn't know what it was?" And that's when it hit me. And by it, I mean the 7 Crown and Cokes from the bar earlier. But actually something deeper. This part of me that was broken when the woman that was supposed to love me forever woke up one day and decided I don't matter anymore. Every freaking night of having to go to bed in my side of an empty bed while life was beating me down to the point I stopped getting back up. And I needed someone there, but I knew no one was coming. And even after I got over that, the years of swipe lefts and left on reds and the ews and not yous and no thank yous. But it's still that part deep down inside of me that needs connection, because connection has so much power. And that's why I want it so bad. When someone wants to connect with me, they see I have value, and when they don't want to, it's because they don't think I have value. And when enough people think that, I start thinking that. Which I know up here isn't how that works, but I can feel it, and it becomes real. And look, I'm not a lunatic. I don't think one date on Tinder is the silver bullet. But I do know this, that every connection, no matter how small, has this incredible power to remind us that we matter. And that's something I forgot a long time ago. So yeah, I lied about the pegging thing. But do you understand how I got there? Or is it just me? Am I completely fucking alone? But you can't say all that to a woman while she's wearing a strap on. So I just told her, I don't know what I was thinking, sorry. And she laughed about it, and we went back to doing stuff, and then she leaned in and was like, well, now that you know what it is. And wanting to go with the flow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't kiss and tell, but I'll leave you with this. Love hurts.
Will Young. Will.